What do you do when you're discouraged? Today's reading I find pretty discouraging if you're Moses. We've come through his whole life's work, and he's about to die. And God calls him near and tells him something that I would be discouraged by if I were him. The reading is Deuteronomy chapter 31, verses 14 through 29. If you haven't read it yet, take a moment to catch up. Here's what happens. Moses is about to die. God says, the end of your life is near. Here's what's going to happen. Everything you've just told the Israelites to do, they're not going to do. And they're going to be destroyed when they get into the land I've promised them. Now go and appoint Joshua to take over. At which point I say, time out. We've just read 31 chapters of God speaking through Moses to give Israel the charge to choose life. Here's how things will go well with you in the land. And this is Moses' life's work, his investment, his calling. And God is giving him this preview of what will happen after he dies, which is that they're not going to follow the law. They're going to chase after other gods, and things will not go well for them. And can you imagine what it's like to be Moses in this moment? Everything he's been invested in, when he's risked his life and endured, it's all going to go away. What do you do with that? If I heard that about my life, that after I die, my life's work, my mission will be destroyed or wiped away, it'd be pretty easy to give up hope, to stop short. But in this moment, Moses continues to obey God. We'll read about the rest of the chapter in the days ahead. But I wonder, what do you do when you're discouraged? When you feel like what you are pressing on towards is not working? Or when all that you have given your heart and your mind to is being blocked or reversed? Have you ever felt that way? Maybe you feel discouraged now. It's easy in those moments to give up or to become despondent and wonder, what was this all for? But I wonder what it would look like for you to continue to obey and be faithful to God with the next step in front of you. And what it reveals to me is that Moses is not the author of his story. He believes and surrenders to God as the author of his story, and he's just writing one chapter of it. And what an influential chapter of the story of the world Moses served. But can we live in the same way, trusting that we're going to be faithful with our part? And when our part has come to an end, God will continue to write the story? And that's the word I want to encourage you with today. Your job, my job, is to be faithful with one step in front of the next, to trust God. And to trust God that when our part, when our chapter is over, or our season comes to an end, or as in this case, when our lives come to an end, the story isn't over. That God continues to write. God continues to work and to redeem and to heal and transform. Thank God the pen is not in our hands. We're just characters in the story he's writing. So will you continue to be faithful, to trudge on in faith, even when you're discouraged? Chin up, my friends. The story is not over yet.